A social media post comparing the penal provisions being implemented against illegal migrants in different countries with that of India is being circulated widely. The post alleges that in India, illegal migrants are left scot-free without being penalized and that illegal migrants in India are being provided with all the required identity proofs. The Foreigners Act 1946 and the Passport Entry into India Act 1920, along with the subsequent rules and orders framed in line with these legislations, like the Foreigners Tribunal's Order 1964, are some of the legal frameworks that deal with illegal migrants in the country. While these legislations provide entrance to persons with valid documents like passports, in the case of illegal migrants without possession of valid documents, these legislations advocate for penal consequences. The Passport Entry into India Act 1920 is one of the earliest legislations framed to deal with illegal migrants entering the country. This act empowers the central government to make rules requiring a person entering India to be in possession of a passport. The act provides for penal consequences for actions against any rules framed under this act. Moreover, it grants the government the power to remove from India any person who entered without a passport. The Foreigners Act 1946 replaced the Foreigners Act 1940, conferring the government with wide powers to deal with foreigners. The Act empowers the government to make provisions for prohibiting, regulating, or restricting the entry of foreigners into India. It also provides penal consequences like imprisonment and fines in case of contravention of any provisions of the Act. Moreover, the concept of burden of proof lying with the person and not with the authorities was introduced through this Act. The Foreigners Tribunal's Order 1964 was framed under Section 3 of the Foreigners Act 1946. These tribunals are empowered to decide whether a person staying illegally in India is a foreigner or not. In dealing with the appeals, these tribunals are empowered with powers similar to those of a civil court. The 2019 amendments to the Foreigners Tribunal's Order 1964 empowered even district magistrates in all states and union territories to set up tribunals to decide whether a person staying illegally in India is a foreigner or not. These legislations provide for penal action against those who are staying in India illegally. Citing these legal provisions, a circular by the Ministry of Home Affairs to all the chief secretaries asked to detain and deport foreign nationals staying illegally in the country. There have been multiple instances where illegal migrants were detained and subjected to penal consequences under the above-mentioned legislations in various cities of India. As there are legislations in place to deal with illegal migrants and there have been instances of subjecting these illegal migrants to penal consequences, this post is fake.
When you come across a piece of news that seems too ridiculous to be true, don't leave things to doubt. Run searches on Google and Yandex and weigh out the true and false of the situation for yourself by looking at the facts. But first of all, before you hit that forward button, pause.